You want to get that door?
Okay. One last thing.
Thank you.
All right. All right, welcome everybody to the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. This isn't the kickoff show. We'll be having that for the Midnight Mania. That's going to be coming up at the end of next week, if I'm correct. Yes. Next Friday, matter of fact. So we're 1 week away. I want to thank Coach Maldonado for offering up his time, as well as the two coordinators that join us today for today's interview. There will be no question and answer because these gentlemen are busy. They got stuff they got going on today, but we'll have another time for that. But I want to welcome everybody for tuning in. It's a Friday morning. Hopefully everybody made it to work safe on time, and you're able to catch this show live. If not, you'll be able to catch it on the playback on our YouTube channel. So, gentlemen, thank you very much for coming up and joining us, me and the coach, Maldonado. Coach Maldonado, a little less than 5 months now, or about 5 months that you've been the athletic director and new head coach for Lockhart Lions football and athletics. Talk about your time that you've had here so far.
Just real quick, just thank y'all again for tuning in on a Friday morning. So I'm hoping everybody did get home safe. But yes, we won't have the live Q&A. I just wanted to tell you a reason why we have professional development. We start, the school year starts today, so we'll be getting there for professional development here in about 20 minutes. But since day one, since I've gotten here, it's just been all the support has been awesome. The energy's been great. Just kind of getting acclimated to everything and just the little things that may just jump in out of nowhere. But I think we're in a great place right now with athletics. And not just football. I'll speak on the athletic part right now. The facilities have been updated. Everybody that donated to our football fundraiser, thank you. We were able to update a lot of the facilities. Very excited for the boys, very excited for the girls that are now walking into the gym. I know some of y'all have seen the graphics that are going on around, and that's not possible without the support of the community. It's not possible without the support of the school board. Mr. Estrada was doing a great job of just making sure that we have what we need to update the facilities. So, and then y'all doing a great job of just broadcasting everything that we're doing over here right now and all the effort that's being put in to making it right for the kids.
Yes.
But, the last 5 months have been a dream. I think we put together a really good staff, not just on the football side. We have Coach Aranahu, we have Coach Villegas that are new on board. We just promoted Coach Briones to tennis. We had a couple of new, fresh, young faces at the junior high. We're pretty much fully staffed at the junior high this year as well, is what it's looking like. So a lot of good things are going on. Just ask that you all continue to support us, through all the ups that are going to come, and just a couple of downs here and there, not too many, but y'all just continue to support us, and just thank you for the energy and love that y'all have given myself and our staff.
Yeah, and you mentioned the nice graphics. I got pictures. I'll be posting them up a little bit later on, but not only the inside the hallway, but outside on the football field, there's a new look out there. Can you talk about that real quick?
Yeah, so the district actually helped us in putting brand new turf. I'm excited for everybody to come see that. I know when we were kind of going through the development of it, it's almost the same turf that the Cowboys have. It's probably the only time I'll say something positive about them. But but yeah, so that was great. And then seeing all the windscreens that were put in, and that was part of the district money that went in there to put that in. And I think everybody was excited. So we were at the junior high this summer for Summer Roar, and we had some good numbers out there. But once we opened this thing back up, man, they came back. I think at one point we had how many kids were out there at one point?
About 132 kids.
132 kids out there at one point. It took. The frame didn't even fill everybody on the Twitter picture. You know what I mean? So it was great to see that many athletes out there and just working out, and the energy was great. Running around. Energy's good right now. We had volleyball tryouts that started today. Weight room was packed in there. Girls were getting after it. Love seeing girls work out because they're always cheering. They're always going crazy. So that was cool to see. But yeah, the football field's looking great. Windscreens are looking great. Yeah, it's all good stuff right now.
Yeah, because I talked to Coach a lot, and he told me that the freshman class, incoming freshman class, it's the highest numbers that he's seen. And he's been around Lockhart Lions football longer than the program's been around, so he's seen a lot.
And we just wrapped up our freshman and junior high camp, so that was great to see. We had probably around 60 just for that, kind of combined. But what my numbers are saying is that we should have 2 teams this year. What my numbers are saying. I'm hopefully it stays that way. We'll find out. We'll find out Monday morning at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
We haven't had that in years, Coach. In years.
So
I know the community and the alumni are very excited about the job you're doing. They're proud to be a Lockhart Lion again. I saw a lot of coaches from Lockhart that had coaches school that are coaching other places, and they all wanted to meet you to tell you, hey, you're doing a great job, keep it up. But they're very proud of you, and they're pulling for us.
I appreciate that, but it's really not me. I gotta shout out these guys and the rest of the football staff on what we're doing right now. during the summer, you think, being in this position, this was one of the new things that I saw. I thought, summer, you get to go do the workouts, get to do this, man. It was meeting. I was like, I'm ready to go back to school. So, but it was great. It was just great seeing the leadership development that we had. It was one of the best PDs that we had a couple of weeks ago when we had district leadership PD. It was awesome. Took a couple of tidbits, a couple of crumbs that I use in our athletic in-service. But, while I was away, that's why you hire guys like this, why you hire the other staff. Because when you're away, you don't have to worry about what's going on over here. And just shouting out these guys again and our football staff. When I had a vision, when we talked about it, when we were bringing them on about what we wanted the facilities to look like. And I mean, you go in there and if y'all get a chance to go in the field house, the graphics should be done hopefully today. But you'll see new paint on the walls. You'll see an epoxy floor that's in there. I can't wait for y'all to see what used to be the AV room. We're now calling the study hall. The wall has a full graphic on that. And I mean, they were in there supervising, talking to Sign Champ. Shout out Sign Champ for doing that for us. But these guys have done so much, not just, with the install that we did during the spring with defense and all, putting the HGTV with the, hours that they watch probably to work and just updating the facility and just showing the kids that we care. You know what I mean? I think that's something that we all do. When I hired them, any staff that we have, the number one thing you want to see is I want to hear relationships, right? I want to see what you can do.
Right.
Because there's no playbook. I said it the other night, there's no playbook for building relationships. There's no playbook for showing kids you care. It's either you do it or you don't. There's a playbook for the 3-4, the air raid and all that, but you can't, there's nothing on paper that shows how to do this because you're either committed to doing that or you're not. And these two men right here are great at doing that. They're the highest in the state, in my opinion. If we had to grade them, they're 100 overall on that, and the same with the rest of our staff. So I just want to give a shout out to them and the rest of the staff. That's where all the good juice is coming from.
Awesome. And you mentioned the two men sitting to your right or to our left. Would you like to introduce them?
I'll let them introduce themselves.
Okay.
Larry Lumbreras. I'll be the defensive coordinator.
I'm Mark Tanner. I'll be the offensive coordinator.
All right, Coach Tanner, we'll start with you first. Where you coming from, and the experience that you have, and what's your vision that you have for the offense of the Lockhart line?
So primarily raised in El Paso, Texas. I ended up spending 8 years at El Paso Chapin, moving over to offensive coordinator there, and then I was moved over to the other side of the ball as a defensive coordinator at El Paso High. And then my family and I decided to move to Central Texas. We ended up moving to Westwood first. Had a couple stops here and there, but I know as soon as Maldonado got the job here, I know this was a spot I wanted to be at. Having worked with him before at Anderson High School, just seeing the energy, the passion he brings, not only for the game of football, but for the way he interacts with his kids. It was more than football, and I wanted to be part of that. And so coming here, seeing the offense, I love seeing the kids compete. They've been working out, they've been running their drills, they've been learning how to finish. That's a big thing that we have is finish past the cone. They're excited, I'm excited. Now we kind of progressed out of 7-on-7, and now it's time for real football stuff. And that's what I'm looking forward for Monday is really installing our offense, our philosophy, how it's going to look, how we're going to run the ball, all that stuff.
Coach?
So I'm originally from South Texas, small town, Dilley, Texas. I started my career here 3 years out of college. I went to Houston-Tillotson University. I played baseball there. And then I got out and started at Lanier for 3 years. And I went back home to Dilley for 9 years. And I was a coordinator there. Head baseball coach. Kind of did a little bit of everything, like in a small town. Then I got the opportunity to come back, spent 1 year at Lehman. Then I was a head football coach at, it was Lanier, but now it's Navarro Early College High School. And then I moved on to Leander, where I coached DBs there. And, when Coach Maldonado, got this job, it was... it was something that I think we all wanted to be a part of and get to work with the kids in the community. There's just so much potential here, so much potential, and so now it's time to capitalize on all that and moving forward. Defensively, our vision is an attack style defense. Put the kids in the best possible position. To be successful, and don't let the offense dictate what we're doing. And so it's going to be a very fun and fast defense. And, where we have flaws, we'll make up with, the aggressiveness and other schemes that we have, throughout the defense to to just put the kids in a position where they can be successful and keep us in ball games.
Now, Coach, practice starts this Monday.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but we got a big event coming up in 1 week. Can you talk about that real quick?
Yeah, we're excited about that. So we'll start Monday morning, and basically what we're having is we're gonna have the Lion Rally. I know in the past it was called Roar Fest. Just wanted to rally the community, and that's why I like the Lion Rally. So basically what we're doing, and it's something I want to give a shout out to Mark Merez and Richard Barra. They're really heading the event. But we're gonna have a tailgate right here behind me in the grass fields. They were here the other day, kind of looking at everything. But there'll be a tailgate. Mr. Abel will be playing. Robbie Abel will be playing there as well. Have a country concert. I know they talked about a DJ. So basically, I mean, it's just a celebration. The Lion Rally is just a celebration for our athletes and just to bring the community together. You know, it's a one town. You know, I was at Elgin for a couple of years, and my mentor there, Garfield, had a saying, you know, that one town, one team, one family, you know, and I thought that was awesome, and I'm seeing this now, you know, and that's what that Lion Rally is for, to bring everything together, bring the family together, everybody have a good time, everybody enjoy what they're doing, you know. So just having that Lion Rally, that'll go for about, you know, an hour and a half, and then we'll transition into the stadium where now we'll have a chance for, you know, all the athletic the sports team to have a chance to be introduced in front of the community. And then at midnight, you know, that's that 5th acclimation day where you can go full pad. So at 12:01, it's on.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have about an hour 30 kind of scrimmage format where you'll have a chance to see the boys for the first time, kind of going live action. But you know, it's not just about sports. We'll also have during that Lion Rally, we'll have the band playing. The Roaring Band will play. The Lionettes and Legacies will have a chance. The Cheer will have a chance to, you know, come out and showcase theirs. Basically, it's really a nice little run through first for everybody for a Friday night. So it's just a big event. Community, y'all come out. You know, tailgate will open at 9 o'clock. I think we still need vendors vendors to come out. Tailgate spots, I believe, are still open. If you want to contact Mark Merez or Richie Barra, you are more than welcome to come on out and just bring good times and bring good juice.
Oh,
and
yeah,
good
and
food.
I tell you what,
bring good food.
Yeah, and there's good food out there. They had the
Mr. Barra's
Yeah.
a very good cook.
yeah, they had the tailgate parties out last year for the home games. We only had 4 home games last year, but each game we would stop by and before we made our way up to the press box, and I tell you what, that's a lot of good food. So
There
it's
you
gonna
go.
be exciting.
Delicious.
Yeah,
There
this
you
year
go.
we got 6 home games.
We do.
So we got
Very
we got
excited.
something to eat for 6 games.
There we go. That's awesome. That's awesome.
And we'll be there broadcasting it also, so
Awesome.
we'll be there.
Awesome.
We one of those magazines right there.
I got one right here.
Oh, you got one right there.
Yeah, if y'all do want to come out, the Booster Club, it has a lot of these. We got a couple boxes, but we got, you know, the special edition Lockhart Football Dave Campbell's magazine. They're going for $20 a piece, especially if you young men are in this. We got a couple of guys right here in the front. I know Mark Merez's son was right there on top. We got Dylan Ovalle, but these are available if you want to do it. Historic season. Hopefully that's the plan, right? But
Yeah.
if y'all want to come and grab one, we have some in the box, some boxes here. But I know the Booster Club has a bunch of those, so reach out to those if you're interested in purchasing one.
Yeah, make sure you get one.
Oh yeah, get one. I think they're gonna be what, $20. They'll be at the.
Yes.
They'll be
at
up
the-
there.
Yeah, you'll be able to get them at the Midnight Madness. So.
Yes,
So make sure you grab yourself a copy. It's a good read, and like I said, you know, Lockhart's on the front cover, so
That's it. That's
Why
it
not?
right there.
Can't
get it. It's a
beat that.
collector's edition.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah.
I feel great for the young man on the cover. Well, all of them, but especially Mr. Ovalle. He's great.
It's just showcasing our boys,
Yeah.
you know, just showcasing our boys. You know, I'll kind of speak real quick on Coach Lumbrera's. He does a great job with our social media right now. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but our presence online has been kind of, you know, raised a little bit, has been elevated, and Coach Lumbrera's is doing a good job. He said the other day, no, I didn't get hired to do social media, but I mean, he took it on. You know, we lost Coach Garza. I'll give a shout out to Coach Garza. He did a great job with our media presence early on, and, you know, Coach Lumbrera's picked it up and elevated it, actually. You know, he's got not only just football, but now it's all athletics. You know, he posted this morning on volleyball's day 1. He does a great job on that. Do you want to give him the handles real quick off the top of your head?
Yeah, the Twitter is at Lock Lions at LOC Lions on Twitter, and the other ones I don't know the other ones. But we do have a Facebook.
You'll find the others.
We have an Instagram. We're working on a couple things, but just to kind of touch on that really quick is that. You know, our plan is, yes, we're football coaches and we want to highlight our football players, but this is a team effort, teamwork. So if everyone else is successful, I feel like we're going to be successful. Same thing for us. You know, bringing this together, having some pride. You know, just highlighting everything that's going on at Lockhart. I think it's important to all of us, and I think the community and the kids love seeing their kids or their family members or their friends or love seeing themselves on there, and so that's what it's all about. You know, just bringing that pride back into the community. It's always been here. We're just trying to elevate it.
Yeah, and I was about to say, it's
Yeah.
like restoring the pride.
Exactly.
You know, pride of the community, and of course, you know, with the new look on the football field, the banners going up, what the hallway looks like, and I was just talking to Coach Maldonado when we were walking by. You know, and, you know, walking by there, for me itself, it gave me a sense of pride, because being able to walk through there and see Lockhart Lions posted here, and then I mean, like I said, I'll be posting up on the Facebook page later on, but, you know, it's not just about the football, it's about girls athletics too. You know, they got their own wrap on their doors, you know, when they're walking in, it gives them a sense like, this is my home, this is my house right
That's
here.
what we want. Not only athletics, we have the cheer and drill team.
Yes,
also. They got their
exactly,
own reps
yes,
as well.
yes.
So
It's great.
yeah, just bringing
a lot of excitement.
making the pride pop now. There
Yes.
you go. That's all I like saying. Making the pride pop now. So yes, sir.
All right. I'd like to welcome both these guys. I've known Coach Lombardo for a while, and I was very excited when Coach Maldonado hired him, and I knew he was going to do a fantastic job. I've been around Coach Tanner the last couple of months. I'm very impressed. You're doing a great job, Coach. Keep it up, and welcome to Lockhart.
Awesome. Thank you.
And let's talk about, we got a new group coming in-house media.
Mm-hmm.
You know, talk about that real quick. I've looked them up on Facebook, and it's an exciting group.
Yeah, and it's just another way to showcase our kids.
Yeah.
We actually had a media day. We started over at Terry Black. Shout out Terry Black for allowing and opening up the pits for us and taking
Yes.
a couple hours away from them. But it was awesome. You know, the boys put on their gear. They were in front of the pits, and they do a great job. There's a video out right now on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter if y'all want to go look at it. There's Joe Johnson hitting that big rib, that $80 rib.
I
He's
saw that,
smashing that
dude.
thing. And I wish I could have taken a piece of that, but the boys didn't leave anything for us. They ate all the way down to the bone. But
I'm like,
you
can we
know,
do that take one more time?
one more time? Yeah,
Give me another rib.
Three orders. Come on. Let me get a picture on it. But no, they're doing a great job, and it's just another way to showcase, you know, our athletes and our football players. You know, where they're specific to football right now, what we were able to fund through. But yeah, they're just coming on. They're going to do some graphics throughout the season. You know, wins, losses. I'm not saying losses, wins. Player of the games. You know, just highlight videos and stuff like that. So just another way to, you know, again, make the pride pop.
Oh, yes. And they've also got a young man that's going to be doing an internship. For
Oh man, shout out Warren G.
Yeah,
man,
Warren-
he's the
Warren's-
best in the state. Best.
Matter of fact, that's how I
photographer
got him written down on my contacts as Warren G.
There you go. Oh, we got to give a shout out to him. That young man does filming for us. He was out there. He's doing an internship with them. He was taking a couple of pictures. So, you know, he's a great dude. We're actually trying to get some family shots with him. You know, I know he's booking him for personal shots as well. He's a great young man.
Oh,
And
yeah.
shout out to Warren's mother as well. You're raising a great young man. He's doing a great job.
ma'am.
You know, he's one of those that you get into business for being a teacher. You know, he
Oh, yeah.
makes you look good. You
Yeah,
know,
and he
so.
just recently came back from Washington, D.C., where he was named the best photographer out there.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
to get that kind of accomplishment out there with all the people that were out there, all the students that were out there from all over the United States, that says a lot.
It does.
Definitely has a big future ahead of it.
And then just not only that, so I just want to also highlight a couple of our other football players. They actually went to Florida, and they were part of, I might butcher this, I'm sorry, but TAF, I think it was, or TAFA or something like that.
TAF.
And they were national champions. You know, we got Crable, we had Angel. I think there was a couple more athletes in there that were also part of it, not just on football, but they were crowned national champions. So I mean, shout out to them as well.
Great.
Future educators.
Athletes.
Yeah.
Brilliant
Yes.
athletes.
That's, and you know, they always say student athlete, student always comes before the athlete.
Mhm.
So-
It does. That's right.
Definitely.
That's right. That's what we promote.
Yeah. So, any questions?
No, I'm fine. Hey, thank you for your
Oh,
time.
I do want to ask. I know from our first interview that we had when you first got here to now, there's been a change for the scrimmage portion of Lockhart Lions football.
Yes, yes. So originally we were gonna have a three-way scrimmage. It was gonna be a little difficult, but it was kind of interesting. We were gonna be at Nelson against Northeast and Leander. Well, now it's changed. We get our first scrimmage right here on the new turf against Leander. And just speaking kind of on the scrimmage format, we kind of worked on it to put it together. You know, it can get kind of dull early on, so we're actually gonna make it look like an NFL joint practice, where you'll see some one-on-ones, you'll see some 7-on-7, some run heavy stuff. And then we'll get actually into like the team segment, and then after that it'll go situations where like it's a 2-minute drill. You know, where we can get the boys actually into those situations where, hey, we got to go win the game. We got to get this big stop, you know, to get that early on, because we know that's where you win and lose a lot of ball games is those situational football.
Yes.
We all know situational football is huge, so getting it in early as quick as we can. So
Yeah,
very
and I
excited
like
about
that because you could work that on your own But if you could work it against another team, that just makes it more game-like situation, just like you said.
And we'll be ready because we got the best input on Leander, so, yeah, so we'll be good.
What's the date on that? What, is that on Thursday?
That's gonna be April 15th, I believe.
August 15th.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, April 15th. August, sorry.
Yeah, we're looking forward to
Yeah.
next year already.
Yeah, August, yeah, so that'll be good.
The August 15th will be on a Friday.
Mhm.
Yes, first day of school is on August 13th.
Yeah, August 13th. And I know y'all looking forward to August 4th, which is the first day of football practice. Of course, we got our Midnight Mania coming up. Before we close out, because I know y'all are busy, any final words that y'all would like to say, or?
I mean, just thank you for the whole community, the way they've welcomed us here, and just seeing the potential that's here. I'm super excited to get this season started.
Yeah, I mean, thank you to admin, thank you to our school board, thank you to the community, and just everyone else, you know, that have welcomed us, you know, with open arms, and, you know, we're ready to get rolling, so, thank y'all.
So,
Yeah, just again, I'm just gonna, piggyback off them, just thank you. Thank you for all the good energy, and keep the good energy coming on Friday nights, Just hold yourself to a high standard, just like we're trying to do for the boys, and just thank y'all, bring the good energy, bring the good juice.
Oh, yes, Coach?
we'll see.
Yeah, I know Coach is
We'll see
like, I'm
Friday.
ready for some football.
Let's go. Let's go. It's
I'm
time.
on Friday.
All right, well, that's gonna do it. Like I said, these gentlemen are busy. They got a big day coming up, and of course, August 4th, first day of practice. First scrimmage, August 15th, and then 2 weeks after that, first game of the year. That's
it.
gonna be here at home against Victoria
West.
Victoria West Warriors. Matter of fact, back-to-back home games, so that's a rarity.
6 home games in total. Love it.
Yeah, 6
Yes.
home games, so no road warriors this year.
No.
Yeah, nothing but home games. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in and catching our live interview with Coach Maldonado and our 2 coordinators. Also, stay tuned. We plan on doing a coaches show. Of course, we'll get with that. We'll get with you on that. We'll plan on doing a weekly coaches show. You know, during the week when the season starts up, or maybe after the first week of the practice of the scrimmage. But information will be put out on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast Facebook page, and looking forward to it. And go Lions!
Go Lions, baby. Let's go.
Lions.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, before I close,
Thank you, Joe.
before I
Thank y'all for
close out,
tuning in.
like I always say, you can take the line out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions!
Thank you.